Hello everyone and welcome to what will most likely be the unfortunate end of this playthrough and the end of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, at least in Victoria 2. Anyway, when we approach 1935, or at least the end of 1935, the game will end, so we have about 3.5 or so years left, almost 4 years left to put into this before it is over really. So let's try to give it the best damn farewell and send off that anyone has really ever given to a fictional country. I mean, Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is not really a fictional country per se, but it didn't really exist in this time period now, did it? So we will try to at least solidify its hold over Eastern Europe, and maybe we will get into a final war before it is over. We have Turkey over here. We unfortunately have a truce that will last, I think, too long for us to really do anything else with it. 1944, it will be very hard to do anything there. That is affecting our ability to put, for example, Bosnia-Herzegovina and Albania under our sphere of influence. This is Montenegro, there we go. They're a fascist dictatorship, to be fair, but we can probably put them under our sphere, given some time and perhaps some money. One thing that I have noticed over time is that for some reason the armies kind of bug out. I think it has something to do with the rebels also, that the rebels will take hold of some brigades, and then when they revolt, the army units will join them. So this army unit for some reason has lost a bunch of units, as has this one and this one. That could be explained really due to the way this works. But this here we have one that is only 12 units left. Or is it 12 units left, or has it simply gone, like for this one example lacks 2 units, this one lacks 1 unit, and this one lacks 2 units. What does that add up to? 4 units in total. 4 units that are part of here. So I don't really know what the hell has even happened. I assume they kind of split off, but how? How exactly did they split off? It might have something to do with some sort of bug, maybe. I'm not sure. It could do. Or maybe this one has just lost so many men. It's just a bit frustrating when that happens. But, you have to deal with that as well. It's mostly annoying due to just finicking with how many infantry units does this army still have, how many units does it need for it to get to full strength or whatnot. One thing, however, that is interesting is that we are still the greatest power on Earth, but we are not strongest in any of... We're number 2 in prestige, we're number 3 in industrial power, and we're number 2 in military power. We're not number 1 in anything, but we're number 1 overall. So we're a jack of all trades. We are good at a lot of things, but not great at anything. We will have to try to deal with that. We are going to... for now we've had our focus all over the place. Estonia, for example, has had it for a long time. We don't really need to have it in Estonia. We will need to have it in our most populous areas, so we will go for that instead. Adding it over here, and then having it over there, and over here, away from Minsk, and then we have Orsha. And that should be it. That should give a lot more... Wait, actually, Masovia. We will take it away from Kiev. There, most of them, the most important ones, will get that focus now. So we will have more craftsmen being produced. They will hopefully end up with more industries and more industrial power. Because they are nagging in. Like, the French are catching up. They're only a few points away from us now. And the British are also closing in. And that is disturbing. It is disturbing. The French got a big boost, I think, in prestige from winning the previous, like the crisis that ended the last episode. So I'm not very happy about that part. We have increased opinion possible in a bunch of different places, but none of which to really care about. It would be nice to have it in... Kokand, sure, we can have an alliance with Kokand. They've been eaten a bit by the Qing Empire. But that's fine. Montenegro, I don't really care too much about Montenegro. It's just, right now I don't really have much else to do. Here we will decrease the opinion of the British Union, so they won't be a threat. In Hungary, we will not do anything really at all. We don't need to put more effort into Hungary. We have 1. And everywhere else, things are just going fairly well. In Tatarstan, this is turning a bit dangerous. We will increase our opinion in Tatarstan to throw the damn Irish out. Relation with I mean, sure, I don't care. As I mentioned about Switzerland, it's a bit too far away from our borders, really. So Tatarstan, we really need to do something about first before them Irish throw us out. So the Irish are dangerously close to throwing us out. We can do something about it, though. We can ban their embassy if we get to 65 before them. Or before they reach 100. And they don't seem to... I think they gave up. They saw where the wind was blowing. Otherwise we could have just expelled their advisors and it would be fine either way. So there we go, we will ban the Irish from here. They will lose all their effort, and also for at least a year nothing will happen from them. So that should solve Tatarstan. Montenegro, on the other hand, we can slowly try to improve our relations with. They are the fascist faction. It's a bit of a lazy thing. Gotta be at least some name they could have given. Like, just translate, I guess, fascist party to Montenegrin or whatever. There's at least something they could have done to add a bit more flavor to it all. But oh well. It's a minor complaint. A minor complaint. At least you know what it means. At least you know what they do. They're fascists. Because it's a fascist faction. Makes sense. Where is... Kalmykia is in the sphere of France. And uncivilized. At least our sphere is civilized. Unlike the damn French one. You never trust the French. There, and increase opinion of the Irish. So we're done here, and then we will probably reduce our priority on Tatarstan for now. We will try to build up some still, just in case. Just in case something happens. Not likely to happen, but you never know. You never know when they will try to come back. Montenegro is... in Greece they're trying again. Damn it. Damn French. Increase opinion in here. We have cordial now. We need to reach friendly and then add them to our sphere. And soon enough we should be able to influence here as well. We have a truce with Czechoslovakia and that will end in September. So we will have to be really damn quick about putting Czechoslovakia under our sphere. We could try to ease relations with them by increasing relations here. And that will make it easier to put them under our sphere later. And now we should probably throw the French out. And then we can stop focusing on that. Tatarstan, I think we have enough for the moment. We can just blitz focus if anything were to happen. Everything so we can focus on Montenegro for now. Montenegro wants an alliance. That should help our efforts. And now we're at friendly. The communist Argentinians are fighting against the fascist and the fascist Chileans and Paraguayans. It's an interesting conflict in South America. It seems the Argentinians are going to lose. They did defeat Paraguay, but will they defeat the Chileans? I don't know. I actually don't know who will win against them. Yeah, if you just look on a map, it will seem like, how the hell can Chile even exist as a country? They only have coast. But apparently they have pretty darn good land, it would so seem. Montenegro is almost done. Bulgaria. They're trying literally everywhere. Testing our defense systems. There we go, Montenegro is now in our sphere. And it's reaching September anyway of 1933, where we will be able to deal with them. There's only a month away. So Bulgaria, they are trying their best, the damnedest here. Luckily we can get quite a lot of support quickly with Bulgaria. We did free them after all. Just would wish that they stopped trying to influence our nations. Montenegro, I think we're done here. Bulgaria, we have in September now, we should really blitz Czechoslovakia now. There we go. Come on, Czechoslovakia, we're pals, right? Oh no, the Irish, they are so close. The Irish are so close. Damn it, the Irish are going to beat us. Yeah, they are now in the sphere and now they will blitz up and stop us from doing anything. A bit like we did to them in Tatarstan. Okay, so we won't get them, but at least we can make sure that they don't get anything else. There we go, Bulgaria, decreased opinion of, who was it again? The British. There we go. The British are out. Okay, so if we can't get the Czechoslovakians, then maybe we can get the Austrians. Austrians do hate us as well, just like everyone else does. The Wallonians want to have an alliance. Czechoslovakia, we could reach friendly status, but let's at least reach friendly status before we focus on the Austrians. Gran Colombia, at least we have good relations with them, so that's not a big deal. What did they do now to us? It seems like they discredited us. Yep, they did. That's a bit evil, I would think. I don't seem to be gaining a lot in Czechoslovakia though. So we should be able to at least get to friendly before we concede from here. The damn Irish are fighting us into our own backyard. Which is not very nice of them. They are now being able to invest in Tatarstan and also Hungary. That should divert some resources away from the Czechoslovakians. It's the 10th of June 1934, I mean. This is just the last few years. I always want this map to look better than ever. Right now it's looking pretty darn good. I will admit that much. We're just missing some crucial pieces, but there's not really much we can do about that now, is there? We could declare war on them again, maybe. Like, free Serbia. That would cause a ruckus though. Yeah, 1934, October. It's not really going to happen now, is it? So in Austria, we at least have Austria. Wait, are they also now part of... God damn it. Goddamn Ireland, you're everywhere. How does the Irish have such influence? They have all Scandinavia. They have both Finland and Sweden. And now they have the Czechs and the Austrians. That's not nice. So in that case, we might as well focus on the Czechoslovakians first and then see if we can't wrest control of the other ones. We are discredited here though, we're not in the other place. That is a fair point. And they will probably ban us. But then we will do the same in Tatarstan. God damn it. I hate, this game that you can play with the AI is, it's interesting at times, but it's really frustrating because if they have good relations and everything, there's really nothing I can do here to really win. They will reach up to max, they will ban me after that, and or discredit me once again. And after that, it's just nothing I can do. Nothing anyone can do. The South Africans are trying to declare war on, or not even trying, they are declaring war on the Russians, and they are calling us in. And I think this could be our last hurrah for our country, fighting against our mortal enemies, the Nazis in the east and the Nazis or fascists in the west. Surrounded by fascists on all sides. We will join in the anti-fascist coalition, and we will defeat them. We will send our men to establish a perimeter and then see what we can do against the Russian beasts. It should be a mighty good send-off for our forces. As long as they don't get permission to walk past Prussia or Czechoslovakia or Austria, it should be all fine. At least I believe so. I don't think we need to go this slow. Okay, we have a Russian army here, we can defeat it. Our armies are very strong. Especially when we utilize our glorious doctrine of local numerical superiority, stolen immediately from Napoleon himself. There we go. It's like when I was playing, you could play Risk and stuff in Warcraft 3. My main goal, or my main tactic in that was to try to utilize as many of my units could shoot the enemy as possible while they couldn't shoot me. It was actually surprisingly effective. So you would have like this small opening here, for example, to take this. I would have units all around. They would come in with 2-3 at the same time. So maybe 15 of mine could shoot it. And I could have 30 units and they would have maybe 200 and I would still win. So surprisingly effective. And for some reason, people, well, most people didn't really do anything about it. They are going for... Ah, they're going down there. Okay. Let's try to advance on the Russians. Knock them out first. It's like the opposite of what the Germans tried to do during World War I. But what actually eventually happened... let's empty our borders over here and assume that the enemy won't really do anything. We could call the Romanians into the war. We are not allied with the Hungarians, so they won't join us. Maybe the Bulgarians will join, and the Greeks. Or the Greeks. Greeks. Repaid debts. Already? How is that possible? There we go. And Kursk. Actually, send help out there. Preserve as much of the forces as we can. That should be fine. We're doing well here. We're doing well. Well, somewhat anyway. We probably need to help out here sooner or later. It's going very well for them, but I think just sending some help would be better than no help. Muscovy, let's take it. It's a beautiful place. I haven't been there, but it looks beautiful, so I would want to go there someday. Ah, they're already giving up. We could demand something from them. And since we are so... Ah, it would put us over the infamy limit. But we are so close. We are so close to the limit. We could take Novgorod, for example. Novgorod would be a beautiful addition to our things. We could get Yekaterinoslav. We could. Or we could just go with defeating them and then head for the other things that are on the other side. Would it be an end overall? It would be. Okay, we should continue on this war a little bit. Try to oust the fascists from the power. We can't just leave Europe with fascists, you know, in Europe. I mean, in Russia and in Germany. Because we might die, but what will the future generations have to deal with? We'll have to deal with a combined force of fascists on both sides. And we won't be there to supervise it. I just imagine this game as... I'm just really old. I was maybe 15 when I took power in 1836. And now I'm reaching over 100 years old. And this is my last few years before I just kneel over and die. So I want to leave the country in as good of a position as possible for future generations to take over. And that's why the game ends. That's my headcanon anyway. Why it occurs. Okay, we have a very strong army here nearby. There, let's attack. All of you at the same time. And attack that one as well. There we are. That's... Okay, that army was a bit smaller than I expected it to be. Send some help. That should do it. And how's it going over there? Worse than expected. Send some more help, perhaps? I think we're going a bit too aggressive on this. The Russians still want to have peace, and I won't let it. No peace. No peace in our time. Nope, nope. Let's attack there. And this army still needs some more help. I think we need to retreat with those armies after this. Yeah, retreat with these and get some rest. Same thing will have to be over here. We have lost too many men, really. I'm surprised about how well the Russians are fighting. They're putting up a good fight. A bit too good. It's almost worrying. But I mean, looking at our country, looking at the end date, I think we can just take some stuff. We can install democracy, for example. That is something we can do. That is something we will do. We will make sure that democracy will take over in Russia. Oh god, install a fascist government in South Africa. They are going for the opposite. That's not gonna happen though. Not gonna happen. We won't let it. We might even be able to go with a peace with the Russian Empire as soon as our envoys are there. Install a friendly democracy in the Russian Empire, acquire Tsarist Lorenko Marquis, and that should finish off. And now we don't have the Russian Empire anymore. We have the Russia, which is a democracy. We have severed its ties to Germany, at least it will be severed soon, and we haven't got an alliance with them immediately. I don't think we could have asked for a better conclusion to that war. We have solved the issue of future generations to come. And we proved to everyone in the world how mighty our forces really are. No one should mess with us. Why are we losing money? I don't know. Maybe we should lower our administration a bit? Cut down our expenses here? I mean, why are we losing money? Why is everyone not earning things? We don't have that many factories that are bankrupt. Our factories are earning money. Maybe we just need to... Is there a lot of war? I mean, perhaps this... Oh god. Oh yeah, North German Federation is going to have some issues. Cut North German Federation down to size. How about you install a friendly democracy there so we solve the Nazi problem? Maybe not. Oh well, we can now speed up this last bit of the year and then we are done. The war will be over, everything will be over, and basically we did beautiful things with our sphere of influence. We did beautiful things with Russia. Russia is a friendly democracy now, after all. They have good relations with us. Fortunately, we cannot influence them or put them in our sphere before the end. That is unfortunate. And the Ireland is still alive. Ireland is still a great power and is housing or holding many governments under the sphere. Why is Prussia in the war again? Oh, they're part of that. Liberate Alsace-Lotharingen. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about Prussia either, so I apologize for that. But hopefully we will end as the greatest power on Earth. Maybe. It's close. It is really close to the British Union. So I hope that we don't fall behind. There's only a few months left. I will speed through them. There's nothing really that we can do. We have a great amount of money. So even if we lose a bunch of money, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Let's see, we are fighting against them. Can't risk losing any prestige at all. We're only 50 behind. Oh, 20 behind. Okay, we are only 25 behind. 24, 25, 25 or so. 22, 21. Ah. Stop give me good things. Give me positive things that adds more prestige. No, losing prestige. Oh, they are at the same amount. No, we're the second place. We're trading with them. We're trading with the second place. Okay, build armies, build everything. Just build stuff. I don't care what. Just build stuff. Add some armor for heaven's sake and some airplanes. I don't know. Just artillery. Sure, a bunch of artillery. Love artillery. We have the best artillery. Go, 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 go. Add things. There's only a few months left. We need to prove to everyone that we are awesome. Let's just add as many as we can. There we go. Everyone is added. Everyone is added. That ought to do it, right? Please let that be the one thing that does it. Do we have anything that... Realism. Will we be able to do that before the game's end? I think so. That should add some more prestige. We lost... okay, let's see. Are we ahead now? We are ahead by only a few points. It is neck to neck. We can maybe end this as a great power. Maybe. Okay, Impressionism. Go, go, go. We can do this. No, we are second place. Why are we in second place? Oh, they got ahead of us by many points. And it's only... oh no, it's only 2 months left. And we're in second place. Is it because they're at war with something? I want to know. Maybe if we mobilize, perhaps that will do it. Or maybe that will drain our industrial power. I will see it to that at the end of this month. We only have a bit left anyway, so I don't think we have much of a choice. It looks like we are losing this. We will mobilize. Mobilize our forces. See if we can't increase our points a bit more. They are still ahead of us. How did they manage this? We're gathering as many men as we can, but our military power is not increasing. And wait, did we not be... That's just bullshit. I think we lost prestige from that. Okay, so we didn't end on a great power. That's very disappointing, but I don't know what else we can do. I mean, we managed to gather up all of these men, but it doesn't matter. We don't get any military power for our forces. For some reason. Their military power comes from capital ships, a lot of it. And ours, well, we don't really have any capital ships, but our soldiers and army is much stronger than theirs. So perhaps we should have focused more on the military. We will end on a solid second place, though. Solid second place. Yeah, game over. We managed to do decently, I would say. 100 momentous years have passed and we have entered the modern age. The world is a radically different place. How did your country do? I wonder how many people actually reached that point. I think more people reached that screen than the one in EU4. I don't think I've ever reached that one in EU4, honestly. So we did brilliantly as Poland. We ended... I mean, we were leading in great powership until the end. And then just the last few months they passed us. I think they got some events that gave them more prestige or something like that. That's the only way to explain why they suddenly just jumped ahead of us by 70 points. Just like that. We were leading by 100 points or something just a few months before. We had 1,120 military score with about, let's see where I can see brigades. 454 brigades, 96% literacy, 153 factories, 202 provinces and 37.56 million in population. And that is then working age males. The women and children and elderly not counted in. So times that by 4 to get the total population. We were ruled by this party, the Liberal Party, for most of our existence, at least the successful part of our existence. And we got most of the technologies and inventions. So that is it. That is concluded. We have finished the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth campaign, unfortunately. And we'll have to jump into more adventures in probably one of the other mods. I've been looking at American Nations mod, probably do a look at video on that one soon as well. And we of course have the Divergences of Darkness mod, where I have at least 2 ideas of what to do. One that a bit shorter and one that is a bit more full-fledged playthrough. And then, you know, the world is our oyster. The possibilities are endless. I really do hope that you've enjoyed this playthrough. I found it really enjoyable to play. Hopefully it was enjoyable to follow. And hopefully more interesting things are to follow after this one. If you did enjoy this playthrough and this video, please do leave a comment and a like. It's always helpful, always nice to see those numbers when I look in my video manager. This is really the only point behind them, to give encouragement. So yeah, that was it. That is concluded. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is over. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next playthrough and in the future. Stick around, have fun, and have a good one.